All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got another question saying that which in which house that the moon gives the best results. Let me tell you first of all. Let's talk about what are the characteristics of planet Moon and what is the karaka for what are the significators of planet Moon. Let me tell you, planet Moon indicates mindset. Okay, the kind of thoughts that you'll be getting, the way that you think can be seen from the placement of planet Moon in the birth chart. Moon represents feelings, moon represents emotions, moon represents traveling, moon represents changes, moon represents misunderstandings, moon represents sympathy, right? All these things, all the adjectives that we generally give for any person, we can see from the placement of planet Moon. The stronger is moon in the birth chart, your mind is that much strong and stable in your life, because planet Moon indicates mindset. The way you think, the way you perceive the things, the way you understand the people can be seen from the placement of planet Moon. Lot of people for marriage, they'll be just checking the placement of Jupiter and Venus, and also they'll be checking the number of points that they'll be getting for the marriage. But let me tell you, along with Venus and Jupiter, planet Moon also plays a major role in Vedic astrology. Why? Because Jupiter, let's say Jupiter is aspecting Venus and Jupiter is on the placement of Moon. But let me tell you, whatever whichever the placement of Moon is in your birth chart, based on that your Jupiter will be giving the results. A lot of people think that, wow, I have Jupiter in Lagna and I can able to rule the life, right? Definitely you can able to rule the life, but that is not the way you will be checking the Vedic astrology. That is not the way you should be giving the Vedic astrology prediction. We have to check which nakshatras the planets are staying. Let's say Jupiter is on the Moon nakshatra. Let's say Jupiter is in the Capricorn, but still it is debilitated and is on the Capricorn zodiac sign. And Jupiter is in the Shravana nakshatra. And for Shravana nakshatra, the Lord is basically Moon. Okay. And let's see that Moon is placed in the 10th house or the 11th house or in the ninth house, which indicates positive results. Even though the Jupiter is debilitated, but the nakshatra of that planet, that is Jupiter, but the nakshatra of the Jupiter planet is Moon, and so on. So Moon is sitting in the ninth house, 10th house, or in the 11th house, which indicates positive results. And the same Moon, if at all it's placed in the 6th house, 8th house, and the 12th house, then the Jupiter obviously will be giving the negative results. So depending upon the nakshatra Lord, we have to give the final prediction. That is the way. That is how we have to see give the prediction. A lot of people just check the zodiac sign characteristics, or they might just check the planetary placement, and that's all. And they'll just simply come into a conclusion and they'll give the results. But let me tell you, you have to check the nakshatras as well. That is the deeper analysis. That is how you have to analyze the birth chart. Okay, and I would like to tell you, if a Jupiter and Moon conjunction, if at all you have in any zodiac sign in your birth chart, it is considered as Gajakeshari Yoga. Gajakeshari Yoga is one of the most important Raja Yoga. In fact, I have made a video on that. Please do check that one as well. And if at all Moon and Mars are placed in any of the zodiac sign, especially second house, 11th house, 10th and ninth houses, this brings the auspicious yoga. This brings the one of the Raja Yoga. Especially if at all you see a lot of people who are super rich in nature, like Tata Birlas, Ambanis, and all those people will be having a lot of Raja Yogas in their horoscope, definitely. And Moon plus Mars conjunction makes Chandra Mangala Yoga, which is one of the most important Raja Yoga, if at all, for to see the financial stability in the person's life, right? Definitely, that person becomes super rich in nature. We can easily tell because Mars and Moon conjunction makes the person super rich in nature. Just by seeing the horoscope itself, we can able to tell. In fact, there are a lot of examples. In fact, I have noted when I'm giving the predictions, when I did the astrological analysis on the celebrity horoscope. Please do check those videos also. And let me tell you, analysis of Moon is very, very important in the birth chart, because Moon signifies mindset. The way you see, if it, even though you have negative conjunctions, negative afflictions in the birth chart, okay, let's say planets are not sitting in the proper state. So tell me one thing, how the impact gonna be? Your impact will be upon your mindset, the way you think, the way you pursue things, the way you understand the people. Through that only you'll be getting into issues. If at all if you make your mind super stable If at all, if you make your mind super strong enough to cope up with all sorts of challenges, then you will not be facing any sorts of psychological obstacles such as like anxiety, depression, or anything for that matter, right? So placement of moon is very important. If at all you have a negative placement, if at all moon is not placed in the proper state in your birth chart, I suggest you do some meditation. If you do meditation, definitely you can able to control the energy of moon, and your mind will be under your control. When your mind is under your control, obviously you will get that strength to cope up with all the challenges that comes in your life, right? So you will not be stressed out too easily, you will not be showing that aggressiveness too easily. And also do as much of solo traveling, because moon loves traveling, and moon is romantic in nature as well. The people who have strong moon, they're quite romantic, they love traveling, they love arts and music, and they love to be jovial with the people, and they are very humorous in nature, and also they give rise to great writers, poets, authors. Okay, so and also lawyers, judges, and some people rose to great positions in the life. Some people emerge as a great counselors. We have seen in the market a lot of people are emerging as a counselors. That is because of the reason moon is very stronger in their birth chart. If the moon is weaker in your birth chart, only remedy I would like to give you is do meditation. All right, meditation will definitely helps you to control your mindset. To get once you have mindset under your control, you can able to solve any problems in the life. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if at all, to give you a short answer, which house does the moon gives the best results? Obviously, moon does well in the first house, fourth house, seventh house, 10th house, ninth and fifth houses as well, and also fourth house as well. Okay, so these houses moon does very well, and moon becomes super negative, and moon cannot be able to give its best results when moon is placed in the 12th house, 8th house, and the 6th house, especially 8th house. This person's mindset will be wandering with so many thoughts, and it will be very clouded in nature, and they're prone to a lot of psychological problems like anxiety, depression, and all that stuff as well. And their mindset will be super negative. Always they'll be thinking in a faulty way, and that's how they'll be getting into problems. You might have noticed. Just experiment your own self. Just take anybody, friends, your horoscope who is very argumentative and who is very negative in nature. Definitely, that moon will be placed either in the 6th, 8th, and 12th houses, or maybe the nakshatra lords will be in that houses. That means the moon's nakshatra lord will be in these houses. All right. So anyhow, thank you so much for watching this video. In fact, I made around 7.5 minutes video, and in fact, there are a lot of videos I made upon planet moon. Please do check those videos also in my YouTube channel. If you just browse for the moon significators, you'll be able to get so many videos in my YouTube channel. All right. So thank you so much, and my objective is to help you with the knowledge of Vedic astrology. And thank you very much for always keep supporting me and staying until to the end of this video. And if at all you need my astrological consultations, the link is mentioned in the description section. Do book for an astrology consultation. Once I get a consultation ordered, I'll be able to help you with the complete analysis pertaining to your individual birth chart. All right. So thank you so much, and bye for now.